If you notice these layers of skin and fat and hair, you notice that my skin produces a natural girl repellent. It scares off women and causes them to not return my phone calls. And that's okay, because I am engaged and I like it. What we're talking about here is a movie that chicks love, and so do I. And so do women, because women are not chicks, because they're not chickens. We're talking, of course, of Beauty and the Beast, which is my all-time favorite Disney movie. For good reason. Characters are superb. The music is superb. And this critique is pretentious. We're going to start right now. Don't ever tick off an ugly old cow who's disguised as a beautiful enchantress, because then she'll cast a spell on you and turn everybody into living room furniture, except for you. So she'll turn into a beast. And I don't know why she punishes everyone in the whole castle and all the furniture for being not even involved in this thing. I mean, Disney, you gotta let it go. Let it go, can't take it. Oh, wrong movie. We're gonna do a good movie that has good songs. It's called Beauty and the Beast. The story is set in somewhere like 18th century France, and why not? Everybody's bonjouring everybody off. And they're bonjouring you off. And this pisses me off. Bonjour. And also, what they're doing is they're making fun of the girl because she's not like us. Her name means beauty, after all. And after all, you know, she's different than the rest of us. Like nothing like the rest of us. Different than the rest of us, Belle. You know what? Why can't they just accept her for being beautiful? I don't know. And she reads lots of books, which makes her better than people, superior person. And that's the first intro scene. And then you know what happens after that? It gets even better. Well, her dad says, well, I'm a fat and old adventurer, and I don't know how I ever spawned you, because I'm fat and ugly. And then she's like, well, I'm beautiful, and I don't understand how I don't fit in. And then she says, well, I'm going off to the fair to show off my new inventions. He doesn't even have a deep voice like that. But he goes off to the fair, and he's chased by wolves, finds this castle, says, can I go inside for the cold? And they're like, no way, we don't want you here. He goes in anywhere, pets the pooch, the living room furniture pooch, puts his legs up on the pooch and says, okay, this is my castle now. So Beast comes in and he says, what are you doing in my castle? You've come to make fun of the Beast now, have you? And then he says, no, I didn't do that. You're ugly. And that irritates him for some reason. The Beast is like, well, my feelings are hurt, so I'm going to have to imprison you here for the rest of your days ever. So Belle comes in, and Belle's like, no, Father, how did I find you? The horse told me. And that's the story. It's great, isn't it? Another part of the story that comes in is that she says, well, take me instead of my father, which is a great sacrificial thing, because everybody knows that greater love has no one than this, that they lay down your life for your friends and for your father, right? So she sacrifices that. She eventually falls in love with the Beast, who something there wasn't there before. And every last part of me is covered with hair. No one burps like Gaston, no one farts like Gaston. Gaston is the burliest and manliest man in the Disney universe. And if you argue with me, then of course you've got your own opinion, which is wrong, because I just have my facts. That's all I have in life. I don't have opinions. I wish I had an opinion though, because then I could be wrong like you. I'm only laughing because I'm right. Well, anyways, Gaston is just a great character. He's one of the best Disney villains. I preferred Hades myself, but this guy is so manly and burly. He just makes me want to convert to a song. You know, like if you want to take a song and move it up from C to G. That's what I mean.
He eats 5 dozen eggs a day.
He eats like 5 to 6 dozen eggs a day. When I was a lad, I ate 3 dozen eggs or something. That's a lot of protein. To get large. Now every morning I eat 5 dozen eggs to make me something the size of a barge. I love that opening scene where, you know, it's kind of cuts into the many layers of the Disney drawn scape. Like they painted all these different layers, and you're just going through it, It's the opening castle scene. There's beautiful music playing in the background. It's just a great art style, and it's a great technique to layer, because they didn't have 3D back then. They had to layer the different backgrounds all against each other in different layers. And it was just beautiful to look at, and they don't do this anymore. I really wish they would incorporate that. Another thing I like is also on my phone, so I'm not going to cheat about it. The cinematography is wow. The camera angles are wow. I couldn't have memorized that. Wow. It's good. Now, as for the soundtrack, this is my favorite Disney soundtrack. I mean, it may not have the highs of Circle of Life or you know, like other ones that are better, like Part of Your World or A Whole New World or whatever, but it's all around. The orchestral music is just brilliant. And I'm sorry, Billy Joel, sorry, Phil Collins, sorry, Elton John, and sorry, Randy Newman, but you didn't do as good a job as whoever arranged this. And you did a great job. Remember, you did a great job. But this is better. Course by course, one by one, till we stop and then we're done. So I could rewatch Beauty and the Beast over and over again, maybe once or twice a year, maybe 3 times a year. And sometimes I do. Beautiful. Takes my breath away, gives it back as a discount. This is my favorite Disney movie, and the fun levels are 10. Be your guest, and don't you say that this movie is not a good movie, or we'll pour hot tea down your pants. Out of 10.1, because I think can always be better, but this is a perfect movie. So I think that's a bogus score. I think it's 10 out of 10. And I'm not going to give many of those. You guys are perfect. Good job winning the Best Picture award. You deserve it. I wish that animated movies could win that nowadays. Now I can't do it anymore. Okay. And with that, I say so long and good hunting. And always let your chest hair grow on the right side of the moss so that you can find your way home, because that's the north. Or direction. You don't need a compass. Bye.